Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, when a new president takes over, there's sure to be some changes. Well, today, Jonathan Davis and Tom Heights join me to elaborate on these new laws when it comes to your tax. And nothing is more important because this is what we're talking about over the next few months with most people. I want to talk to you a little bit about what does President Trump have to do with our money?
Yes. That's a great question, and I guess the most important thing to keep in mind is that every president's going to want to put their spin on the economy and do things that are going to, I guess, generate goodwill and the opportunities for his party to look good. So Trump is no different, neither good nor bad. And that's actually the things that are going on right now, actually pretty good things as far as the market's concerned. Since he's been involved in the market, I mean, it's gone pretty much straight up. As it's done for almost the last 9 years. In some respects, that's a scary thing, but in other respects, there's probably 2 or 3 more good years here with the tax reform acts that he's put out there. Yeah, it's a very real possibility we can go for 2 more years. 30,000 in the Dow is not unrealistic at all. Having said all that, I'm not a soothsayer, so I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying that the people I've spoken with at Merrill Lynch and also at Morgan Stanley, some of the big traders there, they're looking at 2 or 3 more really good years in the market. That's realistic.
Now, what do you think specifically he is doing that is helping the stock market?
You know, most of what he's doing is being laissez-faire, being pretty hands-off on things that are working.
Stay away?
Yeah, I mean, he talks a lot, you know, because we all know he tweets a lot, but he doesn't do things that could negatively impact the stock market, which actually is a good thing.
Okay, so should we be keeping money invested in the stock market? Is this something that you would be advising your clients to be doing?
Again, Troy, it's going to depend on each individual situation. And as Jonathan said, right now, probably so. But if we knew for sure, we'd be multi-billionaires right now.
Yeah.
But history has shown, and what we've been advising clients, again, it's going to be on their individual situation. But
Before we get into that next question that I want to ask, I wanted to ask you both. For financial advisors, do you feel buying a home versus investing in the stock market, what would you consider a better option for people?
That's a loaded question. Once again, it's going to depend on the individual.
Don't hit me.
Because everybody's different. If we just throw out that everybody gets a black Model A, we wouldn't be doing our job. And that's, again, it's going to depend on the individual, their situation, and you know, the stage and age they are in life right now.
Yeah, we don't do one size fits all, Troy. We take a very individualized approach when we counsel our clients, and everything that we do is dependent upon that person's specific situation.
I got you.
Whether they have kids, whether they're older,
Yeah.
whether they have other resources, whether they have other streams of income, those things all come into play.
Gotcha.
Well, how does an individual make sound financial plans during turbulent times like this? How are we able to, I guess, where do we look to kind of walk ourselves through this time? I mean, it is a turbulent time. Even though the stock market is doing well, there's a lot of other factors going on too.
Right.
Again, that's where you want to sit down with your advisor. That's what we're doing with all of our clients now, because everyone is different. We want to emphasize that over and over again because you never know. And so what do? We got back to the basics. Like in basketball, it was a triple threat. You know, you got to have the ball down here, pass, dribble, or shoot. With finances, you got to know where you are, where you want to be, what your budget is, what your plans are, what your goals, what's going on, and then we can make a good plan.
The planning aspect that comes before the actual investment aspect is 10 as to 1. We spend way more time planning with our clients than we do investing with our clients, because once you figure out who that person is based upon what their goals and needs are, then it becomes a lot more easy for us to make actual investment decisions, and for them as well to be comfortable.
All right, so most people sitting at home would want to know the answer to this question. What do we need to know about the new tax laws?
Well, one thing that I found out just from a cursory reading, first of all, let me back up. The first thing we have to keep in mind with the new tax laws is that this law was passed in such a way that everything in it's not set in stone. There are some things in there that are going to be very difficult to interpret, and there are some things that the IRS is going to, I guess, issue rulings on that will, I guess, tweak them a bit. But one thing that's interesting that I found out is that if you are a person who has children in your home and they are 18 years old and still in high school, just from cursory reading, it appears that you will not be able to take a deduction for that child as a tax credit. That's actually a bad thing that I found recently. I need to get more information on that, but that's something I think people need to be aware of, is that if you have an 18-year-old at home and they're in high school, they are not eligible for the tax deduction, the child credit tax
information.
deduction.
Well, if you want to find out more
There
information.
might be a ruling on that later, but right now, that's something that's in there right now that's, we need to take a harder look at.
I agree,
Right,
and that's
right.
why
Lots
they
of
need to
little
call
things
you.
in there, yeah.
Yes.
They need to call you.
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
'cause they don't-
We'll
Yes.
just put all that information up on the screen. There they are, everyone. Phone number, address, and also website there as well. We appreciate both of you coming in
Yes,
yet
thank
again.
you, gentlemen.
Looking
Thank you.
forward
It
to
was a pleasure.
digging a little bit deeper next time.
Yeah. Well, up next, Paula Dean is making a TV comeback. Plus, could the Jonas Brothers be making a comeback too? Details will be following today on What's Poppin'. Keep it right here.